Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now I know most of you have listened to the interview when Raila Amolo Odinga was trying to respond to the issue of the People's Public Holiday that is coming on 20th, of course when we will be having the mass action in this country. I don't know your views, but let us have that engagement in the comment section. I want to read how you took that interview and what you're planning to do. Because now the demonstration is on, it is coming on 20th. The march to Statehouse. But Raila has given the number that maybe will be going to Statehouse. Not everyone, though it not come out clear to clarify it for many people to understand, but I think more clarification will come. But I need to read your comment as far as that issue is concerned. Now, that's not our main topic here. The issue I came to address is about Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, because there is information that has been shared from yesterday, and seemingly those people who are sharing those information, they have been in support of the Kenya Kwanza. So you wonder, Kenya Kwanza are speaking authoritatively about Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka chickening out of the mass action that is coming on 20th. If you just go through the Facebook, you will see some people sharing some photos there. Lemiso Emmanuel ni kama Manistivo amejitoa kwa hiyo maandamano ya Raila. But if you check on the photo that is sharing with the Mutula Kalonzo Jr. and Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, is an old photo. This was the time when Mutula Kalonzo was visiting Kalonzo Musyoka outside the country. By then, the wife to Kalonzo Musyoka was sick. Another one here was shared by Kenya State News. Kalonzo jet out of the country to Sydney 2 days before Azimio Coalition demos on Monday. Leader Kalonzo Musyoka has this evening left the country for a private trip to Sydney, Australia and Washington, D.C. Kalonzo's trip will last for 5 days, and he is expected to hold talks with the Kenya ambassador in Washington. So you see, all those are fake. Don Wiper leader Kalonzo Musyoka has this evening left the country for a private trip to Sydney. You know, those are the photos. If you check, there was another photo Kalonzo Musyoka did in 2017. Germany. Thank you, Senator Mutula Kalonzo Jr. for checking on me this morning. God bless you and God bless Kenya. You can see those photos. So it tells you that people were taking old photos that Kalonzo had shared some time back when the wife was hospitalized somewhere in Germany. So they want to perpetrate that Kalonzo is leaving the country as of now ahead of mass action. You can see Titus, Kimaru, Biwot, they're sharing those photos. Kiplagat, they're sharing the old photos. So you can see, definitely you can conclude that these are the Kenya Kwanza bloggers or UDA bloggers trying to share fake news. Because later, one of the communication person at the Kalonzo Musyoka Command Center shared, responded to some of these views. And this is what she's saying. Gatabaki, this is what she's saying. Our attention has been drawn to this image circulating in social media using Kalonzo frame. This is fake news. Kalonzo stand is clear and unequivocal. Lower the cost of living and end electoral malpractice. No amount of intimidation will alter our stand. You can see they went even further to use the Kenyans.co, platform, some of their images, just to make it look like it's credible, but it's not. So it tells you that it's all fake news. There's nothing truth there. Then the question is really, what are they looking for when they are trying to share this fake news ahead of the mass action that's going to happen on People's Public Holiday? That's the big question. So we are continuing with this panel discussion, but just a quick request for those who are watching and you are not subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, Samasha, thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much. And back to this discussion. So now it's very clear. You can see the Kenya Kwanza side is just showing their panic. Mass action is coming, but then what they're trying to do here is to try and mislead Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka supporters. Those people who are supporting the Wiper Party, that Kalonzo will not be part of the mass action, and because of that, they can easily give up on the mass action. They will end up not attending. That is what they are looking for. Mislead them. Number two, they want to mislead the Ukambani people, because most of them believe in Kalonzo Musyoka's political stand. They have been following that, and that is what they have been taking throughout. So when you make such post, it is just made to misguide the Kamba people in this country so that they will not be part of the mass action. They just feel disgruntled because their leader is not there. So the question will be, if your leader is not in this mass action, what are you going to do there? It is meant to mislead them. So at the end of the day, they will end up withdrawing from the demonstration in this country. Those who are in Nairobi, remember Ukambani is just neighboring Nairobi, and most of the Kamba people are staying here in Nairobi. So they will be, they are going to play a key role in the mass action because they are already available. This is just meant to mislead them so that they will not attend. So if you check on those posts, it will tell you that the Kenya Kwanza side have lacked a way to deal with a means to stop the mass action that is coming. So they are just employing a tactic to stop the mass action. And the only person they have decided to go for is Kalonzo Musyoka. Why? Because Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, in 2017, we all know what happened. He was among those who chickened out from the mass action. By then it was NASA, Resist Movement. Kalonzo Musyoka, Mudavadi, Wetangula. They withdrew. They were not part of the mass action. But the rest went further, of course, to swear in Raila Amolo Odinga. So again, you would see, this post is also just meant to see the reaction from Kalonzo Musyoka's side, because again, Kalonzo might be planning otherwise. In as much, even in 2017, Mudavadi was saying that wamekanyaga gia sana, wamekanyagia Klag sana, mifika mahali wanataka waachilie. And he was somewhere in Nyanza region, just 2 days to the final day. Then at the end of the day, hakuonekana. So some of the Azimio leaders or principals might be saying that they are ready for this mass action, but then at the end of the day, they end up not attending. So it's also meant also to check the reaction and what kind of thing Kalonzo Musyoka is taking in the remaining shortest time. I think, in my view, if Kalonzo Musyoka will make a mistake not to attend this mass action, then he will be shooting himself in the foot, politically speaking. Because this is a man who is looking for Raila Amolo Odinga's endorsement, maybe in 2027 or 2032. So the last thing you could do is what these people are trying to post here. The best thing for Kalonzo Musyoka is to stay with Raila Amolo Odinga until the end. Then from there, even Raila Amolo Odinga supporters can easily tell Raila, please support Kalonzo Musyoka. Or if Raila will decide that it is time to support Kalonzo, they will graciously just give that support to Kalonzo Musyoka to show love to Raila Amolo Odinga, the man they have always trusted. Because if you trust in Raila Amolo Odinga politics, and Kalonzo has been supporting, then Raila is telling you, please support Man Stevo. At least 60% will go that direction, which means that's huge for Kalonzo Musyoka. So it is upon him also to make that informed decision to be where Raila Amolo Odinga will be up to the last day in case the mass action is going to come. Because anyone who is going to withdraw from the mass action he will be viewed as an enemy of the people, because mass action is meant to bring down the cost of living. And you, Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, with your support and the political command you have in this country, then you end up not attending. It means you have betrayed those people who believe in you and they are hungry. They just trusted that through you they can push the government to the wall and they will end up reducing the cost of living in this country. Unga inonulike saizi. So how can you withdraw from this mass action? Unga inunuliwe. This mass action has to happen so that the government will be pushed to deal with the issue of reducing the price of unga. Mafuta inunulike saizi. Fuel imeenda juu. Cost of transport, which is touching on everything, every sector. Once you touch on fuel, you have touched on everything in this country. So if Kalonzo will not be part of this mass action, it means he's just betraying those people who believe that through him they can push this government. Because Ruto has been able to buy few members of parliament here and there. And I saw them in a press meeting trying to say that, our constituency will not go into mass action. Really? But then you are not providing them with the money to buy food. You are not providing them with jobs. Then you are telling them not to be part of mass action. Who will speak for them? Already you, as a member of parliament, you have refused to speak on their behalf. Instead, you have been compromised. And you can see the body language. You see people who have been compromised. They're not even comfortable in their statement. Kalonzo cannot go into that direction. And if he go, then he's going to lose a lot. No one will support him. This is the only remaining chance for him to stand firm. Then at the end of the day, if Raila will not support him, people will see a reason to associate themselves with the Kalonzo Musyoka. So in one way, largely, this post has been shared by the Kenya Kwanza side, and of course you can see them. Those are the Kenya Kwanza bloggers. But again, to some extent, it is also giving a chance to Azimio to understand where Kalonzo is heading to, and the response is going to give. It's just 2 days today. In fact, now today it's only today, then Monday. Today is Sunday. So Monday is coming, and we want to see how people are going to take the demonstration in this country.